Welcome to Level Up with CMJ. Hey, my name is Joan. This is my Craftsmaster dice shooting journey. Let's make it yours too. So today is episode number 72. We're going to continue on with the blue belt. We're working our way up to 5,000 throws. We're going to be doing a 5-4-5-4 hardware set today. And if you're playing along with Crapsy, our code for today is the same as it has been. It's G5U7P7. So make sure that you enter in that code and go on to our table. The name of the table is the CMJ Level Up Blue Belt Program. So let's get our bet set here. We're going to go with $15 on that pass line. And I'm going to go with a $3 craps check. And we got our bet set, and let's get her going. Good morning, Randy. So that is throw number one. We have a 4-4 hard 8 square pair. So that is the first toss for the day. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay the outside or put bets on the outside. So we're going to go $25 on the buy 4, $25 on the buy 10. We're going to place the 5 and 9 for $25 a piece as well. I was kind of playing around with the bets and the progressions last night a little bit. So I kind of have a little bit of an idea of what I'm doing. I'm going to try it out. We're going to do the squeeze play from Casino Quest to start off with. And then after hit number 4, we're going to go to a sister press type system. So we'll see how that goes. This week we're working on our grip. And that's going to be the whole week we're working on that grip. And we have a 1-3-4 Big Joe from Craftsmaster Journey. And that one hit the table and it rolled off to the left. So that means that my hand is a little bit leaning to the right or tilted to the right when I released it. But that does pay us out. So what we're going to do is we're going to put $12 on that 6. Gotta redo that again because I put too much on there. There we go. Let's get our dice set. We'll make dice bet set. Okay, here we go. And we have a 1-4-5. Perfect. Our 4-1-5 horse and buggy. Okay, what that's going to do, and that works out really nice for us. So we got 2 hits right away. So that's going to allow us to pull everything down. And we are going to go to get everything pulled down first. We're going to go to 96 across, not including the point. And in our first hit, we'll start pressing up. Good morning, Chris. So we got all bets set. Yesterday we had 5 shooters. We had the first and the last one are really good shooters. The 3 in the center were kind of medium. Or actually, we had 6 shooters. The 4 in the middle were kind of medium. We have a 4-2-6. 6 came easy. So we ended up with an SOR yesterday of 10. and a SRR of 8 something, I believe. So that's going to allow us to bring that 6 up to $30. And we're going to set the dice here, and then we'll close the bets out. A lot of people are starting to get back to putting videos out again now that everybody's getting back from Vegas. Ooh, terrible, terrible throw. But we end up with a 2-3-5. No field 5. And what made that terrible is it hit that mixing ball and it went right around the corner. So we lucked out on that one. And that's going to allow us to bring that 5 up to $25. All bets set. So videos that were out last night, Chris from Dice Dejan did his inaugural sports betting video, which was kind of neat. I watched the first half of it. I still got to go back and watch it because I am a newbie when it comes to that, and there's something that does interest me. Again, we're working on our grip this week. If it doesn't feel comfortable, set it down and regrip. And we have Snake Eyes, Magic Aces. 1-1-2. And I forgot to place that darn ATS bet again. That's something I got to start remembering to do. That does nothing for our bets. And I'm not sure if Chris put out another one of his March Madness videos again last night. I've been watching majority of them. I know he's waiting for 2 more people to film, I think, for his first round. Excuse me. And then he'll start into the second round. And we have a 4-5-9, center field 9. And I know Chiro put another one of his What Would You Do videos out. And his What Would You Do video, check it out once. It was he was at Kansas City this last weekend. We're gonna go up to $25 on that 9. He was at Kansas City this weekend and he hit a couple hot shooters. I guess it was people other than him. And he made an extreme amount of money. And his question was, what would you do as far as your rack management goes? Because he cowered up and he had a bunch of $1 chips in between different denomination chips. And he felt it took a long time for him to get that sorted out. And 639, perfect. We're hitting that 9. So that's going to allow us to press that 5 and 9 now. This is where we're going to start sister pressing. So we're going to go from $25, we're going to go to $35 on the 5 and 9. And what I'm doing is I'm taking 1/3 of the profit, putting it in the rack, and I'm going to put 1/3 on one of the numbers, 1/3 on the other of the numbers. So that way we can press both of them up at the same time, but also bring some money back into the rack. And obviously, the further up we go in our bets, the more we'll be able to bring back to the rack. So our goal is to get some profit coming back into our rack so that way we can show some gain. And we have a 4-6-10. Waylon's best friend way in the end, Daddy Joe. So that's going to allow us to bring that 10 up to $25. And that's a buy bet. Big AZ put out his first live video from Vegas from this last week. I watched just the first part of it as well. A lot of action going on, a lot of noise in the casino there. And we have a 3-2-5. That right die kind of kissed and flew across the table. So the energy level was a little bit too much in that one for my tastes. And that was a 5 that we hit, so that's going to allow us to bring both the 5 and the 9 up to $50. So this is where we're going to start pressing the numbers that we're hitting, and that's how we're going to start increasing or ramping those bets up. So this is something that I will be trying here. Again, we're going to bring 1/3 of the profit back to the rack. We're going to put 1/3 on the number hit, and we're going to put 1/3 on the sister number, and that's after we get through that initial squeeze play. The squeeze play, the goal of the squeeze play is to get onto free roll or free bets, or as close as we can to that, I should say. And we have an ace deuce Alfredo sauce. So that's our first crap number for this shooter. Oh, other than the magic aces. We got magic aces, that's right. But majority of these numbers have been paying numbers that are payout. And by the way, guys, that is the small that we just hit. Good morning, Navaldo. I have not seen you here for a while. I'm glad to see that you're back. So that was a small hit, guys. That's awesome. And again, I should have been playing that ATS, but I did not put money on it. Okay, we got all bets set. And we have a hard 8 square pair. Jake and Rob. I think that's the second square pair that we've had today. And that is our point. So that is nice. So we'll be doing a come out here. And that's going to allow us to go to $23 on that pass line. And a $4 craps check. And what numbers? We got to hit the 11 and the 12 yet, and then we'll make them all here. So it'd be kind of neat if we can get that. And we'll go all bets set here. All of our line bets are turned off at the current moment. Again, grip is what we're working on this week. If it does not feel comfortable, then put it down. That time I had a small split in the dice. And the left one kind of rolled out a little bit fast here. And we had magic aces again. 1-1-2. So that is a pass line loser. But we have got the craps check. So that's going to pay out for us. So we're going to go back up again with a $4 craps check and a $23 pass line bet. So that is the one nice thing about having that craps check in place, because I do tend to throw some horns in there. So you're from Brooklyn. Awesome. Almost broke your back moving furniture and packing stuff, and you moved to Florida. Awesome. That would be really fun. I wouldn't mind living down there. But I would imagine it's a pretty big change going from Brooklyn to Florida. Okay, we're still coming out here, looking for a point. And we have a 549 center field 9. So that is a good bet because we've been hitting those 9s. So there's a good chance we will get, we'll be able to hit that point. Now, this is going to put us in a dilemma because we had $50 on that 9. Let's do this one. So let's pull that $50 down. We're going to put $30 on the 8. So that way our 6 and 8 are even. And we're going to put, let's go $15 in odds on the pass line. I think that should work. Okay, we got all bets set. And we have horse and buggy, 1, 4, 5. So that works out really nice with our betting. Because that's going to allow us to press that 5 up to $70. And let's put another $10 in odds on that pass line. That'll work out nice, I believe. And if I was to take everything off the table right now, I would be finally back to my starting bankroll that I had started with in the beginning last week sometime. I finally made it back. This shooter's made quite a bit of money so far. All bet set. And we have a 2, 6, 8. Easy 8. That was roll number 15. And that's going to pay out $35 on my 8. And that's going to allow me to go to $42 on the 6 and $42 on the 8. Again, what I'm doing is I'm taking a third of the profit, putting it back in the rack. I'm taking a third of the profit, putting it on the number that was hit, and a third of the profit on the sister number. So if it's a 6 that's hit, the 8 will be the sister. If it's a 5 that's hit, the 9 is the sister. So hopefully you guys gonna get the idea on that. And we have a 459. Perfect. That is our point. So we hit our point, which is what I was hoping for because the 9s were rolling pretty decent here today. And that's going to allow us to go to a $37 pass line bet. And again, I'm using a system that Buckeye Slim kind of uses, a modified version of it. We're going to go with a $5 craps check. And he progresses his bets on the pass line 3 times. He also does a craps check. And then after that third time, if it hits, he'll take all the money back off the table and he'll start over in the beginning. So if we do that, that's going to give us about an $80, between a $70 and $80 profit if we can progress that 3 times. So we're looking for our new point. And we have a 257, which is a come out 7, which sucks because that resets that ATS, but we do win on that pass line. So that's going to allow us to go back down to our beginning pass line bet. So we're going to enter in 2-5 on the Crapsy program. And that's going to pay out $37 on there. And that's going to allow us to go back down to a $15 pass line bet and a $3 craps check. So that was a nice little profit there. If I was to pull everything off the table right now, I would be up $468 on this shooter alone. So that would be kind of a nice and probably a smart thing to do. But we are coming out. We're looking for a new point here. And we have a 2, 4, 6, easy 6. So 6 will be our new point. I heard that Arnell went down with Sith Lord and a friend of Sith Lord's down to Chicago last weekend. And Arnell had a really good roll. I guess he hit the 4-point fire bet. He just missed the ATS. He needed the 12, I think. So we're on to 6. We got to go back up on that 9. We'll take our 6 bet down. We're going to go $70 on the 9. And let's go with $15 odds on that pass line. And all bets set. This will be roll number 19. And we have a 1-5 mixer. Chris from Sideshow Gamble. He joined John's Coffee and Craps yesterday. It was good to see him. John, just so you guys know, is taking all of his chat, super chats for his Coffee and Craps show, and he's using it to buy gifts to send over to Chris over at overseas where he's at. So that was our point again. So that's awesome, guys. So we're coming out once again. And again, we're going to go up to $23 on our pass line now. This is our second time on it. We're going to go with a $4 craps check. And we got all bets set. And this has turned out to be a really good roll here. My script did not feel comfortable, so set it down. And we have a 1-5 mixer. We're back on that 6. So I think that's the second time in a row we've rolled that. So you should be making money off of this roll. And we're going to put $15 in pass line odds again. And we should be good. All bets set. And there we got our mid-mo yo. 5-6. 11, Minmo Yo. Chiro in the house. That does nothing for our bets, but that does add to the ATS. So we got all bets set here. And for some reason, I am down $5 on that 9. I got to put $5 on next time because I should have 70 on there. Right now, I currently have 65 on there. I don't know why that is. And a 134 Big Joe from Craps Master Journey. That was a nice roll. And that's going to allow us to bring that 4 up to $25. We haven't hit that 4 yet. I think that's the first time for this shooter. Actually, the second time today. And we're going to put $5 on that 9 so we can bring it up to 70 like it should be. So all of our bets are pressed up, and all of our bets are now at the level of doing the sister press. So again, we're only collecting 1/3 of the profits we're putting in our rack. 1/3 is going on the number that's hit, and then 1/3 is going to go on the sister number. The dice kissed when they landed. One went on top of the other. We had that 4-3-7. So finally the double pitch, finally the 7 out, and that was a 23 roller. So that was a good roller. That was a good shooter. I wish it would have went a little bit longer, but I will take that because I definitely made some money back here. And we're finally almost at our starting bankroll. I lost about a little over $300 on the table there, but we're up to $14.46 on our bankroll. We started at $1,500 last week. We're going to go with a $15 pass line bet. We're going to go with $3 craps check. So that was a decent first roll, guys. Let's see if we can continue that roll going forward. We have got about 30 minutes left in our program today. So that was a sharpshooter paying 6-1 on the first shooter. Okay, all bets set. And we have 2-4-6, so we're on that 6 now. And we are going to go with, since I usually shoot more outside numbers, a 6 is usually a hot number for me also, but we're going to go with the outside bets here again. So we're going to go a $25 buy 4 and buy 10. And we're going to go a $25 place 5 and place 9. Okay, and all bets set. Again, make sure you guys give me that thumbs up on this video if you are liking the video. And we have a 1-5 mixer. So we made the point of 6 and we hit the point of 6 right away. So it was a point made. So that pass line is going to pay out. So that means we can bring that pass line up to a $23 pass line bet. And we're going to go with a $4 craps check. That was nice to hit the pass line right away, but I would like to hit the 4, 5, 9, or 10 first. So that way we can press up the middle numbers. Coming out here. That left dice slipped out a little bit early again, but we have a 2-1-3 ace deuce Alfredo sauce. Again, that's a pass line loser, but we do have that covered with our craps check. So that's going to allow us to go back up to $23 on that pass line bet. And I'll bet set. And 5-3-8, easy 8. So we're on the 8 this time. That's our new point. So that means we're still looking for that outside hit here so we can press those inside numbers. And we got all bets set. Again, we had a small split of dice, so we'll set them down, regrip. Dice kissed again. The same thing as what we had the last 7 double pitch, and that just happened once again. What's happening is they're landing almost on top of each other right at that mixing bowl, and they kind of roll out. So we have to make sure we get out of that mixing bowl and get on the straight part of the wall. And that's been a habit I've been having a little bit lately. So that was a loss on our bets there. We're going to go back down to that $15 pass line bet, $3 craps check. And we got all bets set. And our double pitching today has been very minor, very limited. And it's all when we're hitting that corner of that mixing bowl there. And I did it again. But this time we have a 5-1 mixer. I think what's happening is I'm holding on to the dice just a touch too long. And I think that's why it keeps on hitting that mixing bowl. I had a person comment on one of my videos last night talking about how I'm throwing the dice in the mixing bowl and how I should throw it straighter down the pass line. They said aim for that A down here. And honestly, guys, I don't aim for anything on here. I'm actually aiming towards this spot right here on the back wall. So that's kind of what my goal is when I do that. So we're a point of 6. We're going to go again, $25 buy bet on the 4 and 10, $25 place bet on that 5 and 9. And I think what's happening is that I'm holding on to the dice just a split second, a fraction of a second too long, and it's actually pulling the dice over to the corner. So let's see if we can just release it just a touch earlier. And there you go. It went a little bit straighter now. We have a 5-3-8. Oh, that did roll. That was a 5-3, not a 3-3. And that sucks because that did not pay anything for us because we're on the outside numbers, not those inside numbers. So hopefully we can get a hit here pretty fast. I'm sure that if you're playing a 6 and 8 though, you got a nice hit on that one. We got all bets set here. And we have a 2-2 hard 4. 4 came hard. So that's our first hit. That's going to allow us to go $12 on that 8. And we'll take one more hit and then we'll go to 96 across. Not including the point, obviously. We got all bets set. Good morning, Mike. Welcome to Level Up on a Tuesday morning. Again, for those of you just joined in, our goal this week is to work on that grip. Today we're having a little bit of a problem where the dice, I'm holding on just a touch too long. We're hitting that into that mixing bowl there. But this is a 6-4-10, Waylon's best friend way on the end, Daddy Joe. And that's a nice second hit for us. Now, that's going to allow us to pull all of our bets down. We're going to go to 96 across, except for the point. And what we're going to do now is we'll take one hit and we'll press that number up. And then we'll try to get that sister number pressed up on the next hit. And then we're going to go with a sister press after that on the same hit. So all bets set here. This is rule number 5 of shooter number 3. I thought I did a little bit more than that, but hey, that's all we got. And we have a 1-4-5 horse and buggy. I'll take that. So that is going to let us go up to $25 on that 5. So we're going to place $25 on the 5. How tight do I hold the dice? I don't hold it tight at all. In fact, some of the times when I throw the dice, they actually slip out of my fingers. It looks like I have a tight claw on it, but I really don't, because I'm just holding on to the edges of the dice. So, good question. But they always say with the grip on the dice, you always want to have it so if you just minutely pull those fingers apart, those dice are falling out already. And it makes it even harder to hold on to it as far as, I mean, the tightness of the grip is because I'm on the edges of the dice. If I was doing a par grip, I would have a little bit more finger surface on those dice. But since I'm on the edges, there's even less finger surface. But my grip is not that tight at all. In fact, right there, that left one slipped out a little bit, and we got a little bit ahead of each other, and we got a 5-2-7, which is a double pitch. So that's a good example, and I don't know if you could see that on camera. That left die did slip out a little bit early. So that was a 7 out. That clears the table. We're going to go back to a $15 pass line. We have 20 minutes left of shooting here, guys. Oops, I got to do that again. $15 pass line bet. We got $3 craps check. And we need to make a little bit of money back. We're up for the day. But we're down from 2 shooters ago. So if that makes sense. We had a 23, a 5, and a 6. Let's see if we can make this a little bit longer of a roll now. And we got all bets set and we're coming out. And honestly, I can't wait till we get to that 5,000 mark so I can start changing the dice set around a little bit. We're going to stick with this 5-4-5-4 hardway set throughout the whole 5,000 rolls. This morning before I went live, we have a 2, 6, 8, easy 8. So our new point is 8. This morning before I was playing around with a different dice that I was using the all 7 set this morning. I had a really good roll before I went live. If you guys look at my crapsy numbers, they're looking pretty decent. Crapsy numbers since we've been doing, we have 13 twos. So that's a big number on that one. Our 4s at 33, our 5s at 34, our 6s at 46, our 7s are at 45, so it's less than the 6s. 8s are at 42, 9s are at 42. So we have all those numbers really jacked up there. It actually is not that hard for me, Mike, to do that loose grip on the edges here for some reason. So it really isn't that hard for me. We got to place our bets here. I forgot to do that. So we're going to go $25 buy 4, buy 10, $25 place 5, place 9, and we got all bets set. No, it really is not that hard for me to grip the edges really light. One thing you got to remember is that there's a small edge on there, so it's actually digging into the fingers. Even though I have a super light grip, it actually does dig into the fingers. And let's see this one since we throw. And if you guys, I don't know if you could see that, there's just a slight little line in my fingers. And that was a shitty throw. Both dice are off axis here. We have a 1, 6, 7. So I was a 0.7 out. I don't know what happened there. Felt good, looked good. Was not good as the end result though. So let's go again one more time here, guys. Let's make this work this time. We'll do a little bit of concentrating here. $15 pass line bet, $3 craps check, 5-4-5 for hardway set, and all bets set. Coming out. And that was a little bit long of a throw, but we have a 5-4-9 center field 9. And we were hitting a lot of 9s earlier on today, so maybe we'll get back on that 9 again. And that's going to allow us to do this. Now we're going to go with a $25 buy 4, $25 buy 10. We're going to go with a $25 place 5, and we're going to put $10 in odds on that pass line. And we got all bets set. We got 15 minutes left of shooting, or approximately 15 minutes. And that is our first midnight for the day. 6612. Boxcars. So that we have not thrown one of those today yet. That does nothing for our bets. So again, remember these first 2 to 3 rolls after we set our point, I really want to get those outside numbers, the 5, 9, 4, 5, 9, or 10. I'll bet set. And the reason I do that is so that we can get back to free play. And there we go, 437. I should have put those dice down. Again, like I said, we're working on a grip this week. Something just did not feel 100% on that grip. I should have set it down. And every time I have that feeling, that's when that darn 4-3 shows. The 4-3 shows whenever I have that feeling in my grip, and the 5-2 shows if I hit a little bit too long and in that mixing bowl. So that's usually when that stuff happens. Let's go one more shooter here, guys, and see. And if we can't pull a good shooter out, we're just going to call our quits for the day. Let's see if we can figure out what we're doing here. Okay, we got all bets set. $15 pass line, $3 craps check. And there you go. I felt that again. I bet you if I would have thrown that, that would have been a 4-3. There we go. That feels better. And we have a 3-2, 5. No field 5. So we had one really good shooter in the beginning, and the rest of them have been kind of eh. Kind of eh. Yesterday we had one really good one in the beginning, one really good one at the end. So our point is 5. We're going to go $25 on the buy 4, buy 10, $25 place 9. We're going to go $10 in odds on that pass line. We're going to go all bet set. Left the dice slipped out a little bit early again that time, but we have a 6-2-8 this time, so we lucked out a little bit. Easy 8. 8 came easy. And again, that does not pay us at all because we're on those outside numbers. Looking at the numbers today, I probably should do the inside instead of the outsides. But we're going to stick with it because we're on our last shooter for the day. And we got a 4-1-5 horse and buggy again. Which is our point. So that's going to allow us to go to $23 on that pass line. We're going to go with a $4 craps check. And that's going to allow us to pick up that 6 and 8 if that's not the point for $12 each also. And we're on to 4 now. Too hard 4. So that is nice. And I forgot to close out the crapsy here, so hopefully you guys are not cheating on it. But if you are, that's your deal. I'm just doing it for my own sake here. Okay, so that's going to allow us to move that buy 4 over to the place 5. And we're going to go with $10 in pass line odds again. All bets set. And we have a 246. Perfect. And I think I forgot to put my bets on that darn 6. So we have 246, easy 6. I did forget to put them on there, darn it. Oh well, we'll put them on there now. We'll go $12 on the 6, $12 on the 8. We only have to hit one more number here, and then we can go back to 96 across, because we'll have majority of our money back. All bets set. Hit that mixing bowl just a little bit. We have a 5-1 mixer. So I'm glad I put those bets on the 6 and 8. And we're going to pull everything down now. We're going to go 96 across, not including the point. And now we're going to start pressing up from here. All bets set. I should have taken my pass line odds off, but that's right. We'll do that next time here. Grip does not feel comfortable, so we'll set it on regrip. There we go. And 617, ouch. So not as successful as I was hoping today, but that's right. We do have those days. And we're going to go through our numbers here really quick here. We lost about $200 today on Crapsy. And our numbers for statistics today, our box numbers are high, our inside numbers are high, 4s and 10s are low today, which is not normal for me. Come out 7s are low, horns are low, fields are low, hardways are low, and it was slightly a dark side play. So we had a 23 roller and then a bunch of mediocre to sucky rolls. So not something that I like to see, but hey, it is what it is, guys. We do have those days. Again, that's how we'll have to adjust our betting accordingly for that. But anyhow, guys, well, thanks for showing up today. Hopefully you guys show up again tomorrow. In about 10 minutes, John will be going live for his coffee and craps. But hey, my name is Joe, and this is my Craps Master Dice Shooting Journey. Let's make it yours too. Thanks a lot, guys.